we go. It's pretty cool.
Ooh, that was bright. That was close. That was real close. Oh, all right, y'all. Welcome back. It is another incredibly windy day here in Nebraska, but we're gonna head out because there is the possibility of storms tonight. So I'm gonna head a couple hours south and see if I can run into those. And I've got a pretty cool spot to check out before we find camp. So let's hit the road.
Your destination is on the right.
All right, y'all. It's gonna be incredibly windy out there, so bear with me with the camera. But we're at the historical marker of Nebraska's first oil well. And until I found this, I was looking around on Google Maps because I wanted to chase this storm. I had no idea that Nebraska even had oil wells. Let's check this out.
So I'll read this to you guys, see if I can maybe stand over here and have the wind blocked a little bit. I know it's gonna be breezy, but yeah. The first oil well. So the first publicized report of oil in Nebraska was an 1883 newspaper account of a vein of petroleum discovered in Richardson County. Over the next 57 years, the search for oil consumed thousands of dollars and hundreds of wells were drilled throughout Nebraska. Traces of oil were reported on various locations across the state, but Nebraska did not have a producing well until 1940. So from 1883 to 1940, they were looking for this stuff. It says in 1939 and 1940, the Pawnee Royalty Company had two encouraging but unsuccessful drillings near Falls City. A third well known as Buckholz No. 1 was begun near here on April 22nd, 1940. And then on May 29th, 1940, the well began producing and averaged 169.5 barrels daily for the first 60 years. Buckholz Wells No. 1 thus easily qualified for a $15,000 bonus offered by the Nebraska legislature for the first oil well in the state to produce at least 50 barrels a day daily for 60 consecutive days. Interestingly, Buckholz No. 1 was located about 5 miles east of the vein of petroleum that was reported in 1883. Although today Nebraska's oil production is largely centered in the southwestern panhandle, the pioneer efforts in this area have resulted in a major contribution to the economy of the state. I had no idea, like I said, that Nebraska had oil wells and that they were actually still drilling in the southeastern area of the state. It makes me really curious where this actually was. And it almost looks like, it's windy, it looks like this was like paved back here at one point. It was. I wonder if the road came through here. There's at least gravel on the ground. You guys can see that there was an area right here. Maybe at one point they had like a roadside park here. There's something spray painted on the back. What does that say? save the people. I'm gonna refrain myself from putting one of my stickers on here, but I'm gonna snap a couple of photos of this and we'll head it on down the road.
Oh, it is chilly out there. It's about 55, I think, right now. But with that wind howling like it is, it cuts right through you. Okay, I think I've got a spot that's a little bit north of here, so I'll backtrack a little bit. But it should be a good one. 10 minutes away. Let's go check that out.
Take the next right onto Nebraska 8 East, then turn left onto 648th Avenue. Turn left onto 648th Avenue. Continue on 648th Avenue for 6 miles.
All right, y'all, I had to throw the leveling blocks under there to get her pointed up a little bit. At a decent spot here, we've got a lake and the wind is coming out of the southeast. So it's somewhat blocked. It's still pretty windy out here. But yeah, there's a gorgeous view. And on the way in, I spotted what I believe is a blue heron. I'm not like a bird watcher, I don't know, but there's a blue heron on the log down here trying to catch some fish. So let's walk down there and see if we can get close to him.
Can you guys see him on the log right there? Should have brought my phone with me so I could zoom in on him. He's like 2 foot tall, probably. I just want to take some pictures, dude. You ain't got to be worried about me. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, there he goes.
Well, that was neat. All right, gotta get my tag put up for this spot and then we'll check the forecast. I don't plan to start a fire just because it is pretty breezy. I don't know if you guys can see those trees moving. It's not bad right here, but it gets pretty gusty.
Ah, it feels nice in here. Much nicer than outside. Alright. Let's see what the old forecast actually says. It's currently 56. The low tonight is only 52, so it's not going to be bad. Don't have electricity here or anything, and I do have propane heat, but I probably won't need that. Severe storms, 20 to 25 mile an hour winds right now. It'll die down a little bit, but yeah, severe storms possible at 9 p.m. So it's going to be a little while, but it says pretty much like 75% chance, 96% chance, and then at 2 a.m. 100%. So it's supposed to basically storm from 9 p.m. until like 5 a.m., rain till possibly about 7 a.m. So it should be a good storm tonight. Let's hope. And I've got some different to try to cook up tonight. It should be pretty tasty, I hope. Which reminds me, I should probably go ahead and grab my pan out of the back seat. I think that's all I'll need for that. But I'm gonna hang out, probably just chill in the truck, to be honest with you. I might just lay here with the tailgate open. Oh, that heron's flying back over to his log. I just kicked him off for a little while. Yeah, he went right back to the same spot. See if I can zoom in on him with this thing from over here. I don't know if I'll be able to get him from this far away. Yeah, there he is. It's as far as I can zoom. Oop. Yeah, he's just standing there looking for fish. That's pretty neat. They're cool birds, but they will definitely like ruin a fish population in a lake. I should have put my pole in. I could have probably tossed it around a little bit, but I'm dumb and have not put that back in the truck yet. And I just saw a fish jump. Dummy. All right, I'm gonna go grab that pan before I get too lazy and just sit in here all night. Pretty sure that's all I'm gonna need out of there. It's gonna be shoved way under here. Come on. Need this guy too. Yes, it's another cast iron video. Although I probably could have brought some thicker socks, that might have helped. I'll just chill like that, keep my feet a little bit warmer, I think. While I'm chilling and I've got light, I'm gonna try to finish my book. I mentioned in the last video that I was reading Animal Farm. It's a George Orwell book. George Orwell also wrote 1984. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of that. If you haven't heard of this book, it's not a very big book at all. And a lot of that was actually like the foreword of it. Foreword and introduction was probably like almost a quarter of the book. So it says, I'll give you guys a little rundown on what the book is. There's a quote right on top that says, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. In this story of a downtrodden society of overworked, mistreated animals and their quest to create a paradise of progress, justice, and equality, George Orwell gave us one of the most scathing satiric fables ever written. As ferociously fresh as it was more than half a century ago, Animal Farm is a parable about the would-be liberators everywhere. As we witness the rise and bloody fall of the revolutionary animals through the lens of our own history, we see the seeds of totalitarianism in the most idealistic organizations and in our most charismatic leaders, the souls of our cruelest oppressors. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can finish this one up. Just relax and hang out and enjoy the sights. How's my hair look? I'm on chapter 5. The revolt has already been established. Well, the sun has gone down and the storm is beginning to roll in. It actually hasn't even started raining yet, but the lightning is on its way. Here we go. It's pretty cool. The wind has calmed way down since the sun has dropped.
I probably should have came out and started a fire, but I didn't. Yeah, should be a good storm. But we need to head in and get some dinner cooking. Yeah. Here we go. This should be a good one.
The rain started basically right as I got in. It's just started to sprinkle. I finished my book up. It was good. It's definitely like, I feel like that book applies to any time in history. And then I started watching a movie. I've been watching Godzilla -1. I think I've got like a half an hour left on that. But tonight we are going to try to make a chicken ramen quesadilla. So I've made ramen burritos before and I love those things, but I've never tried to like pan fry it and make a quesadilla out of it. So I've got all the fixins in here. This is the ramen we're going to be using. This was sent to the P.O. box along with these. Well, I don't know if we'll use both of these, but this is chicken, chipotle chicken, chipotle. We got some chipotle chicken, crispy jalapenos and red peppers, a little bit of hot sauce. We're gonna need a little bit of oil for the pan, and we've got some chicharrones to go with it. I also have a jalapeno pepper, and I did bring an avocado, and this time I think I got a good soft one. There's a dang old bug in here. Bugs are out. Probably gonna use the jet boil to make the ramen just because it'll boil up the water really quick, but I'll use my induction thing for this. And I love this new pan, but I should have brought either the Griswold or the Lodge because I have a feeling that my tortilla is not gonna fit in here perfectly flat, but it'll be fine. We'll get to that. I suppose I could just use the burner thing with the pan on this too. I don't know, we'll see how we figure it out. There's some good thunder out there. I'll get this burner out just in case I want to use it. We'll go from there. All right. All the junk in my way all the time. And there should be a little or a smaller dish in here, but or like a saucepan, the soup pan or whatever that I use, but that is currently in the sink at home, so we've just got this big one for one little thing of ramen, but it'll be fine. I know I could do this on there, but this should go quite a bit faster. Guess I could just boil it in here. Why don't I just do it that way? Instead of messing with this pan. We'll just cook it all up in here. I'll just break the ramen in half. It'll be fine, right? The rain's coming down a little bit more. And wowda. this in half, I guess. Get our seasoning packet out of there though. And what do you think? Should we put the whole chicken packet in there and let the chicken cook up with it? I think that's a good idea. I normally don't cook in my jet boil, but it'll be fine. That's good. It's got a little bit of spice to it. Just a second to boil up. I should have chopped the jalapenos up in there too. That is currently in the cooler, so we're gonna have to wait and just put that on next. It's gonna boil over if I'm not careful. All right. We're gonna let this sit for a minute. We'll get this pan ready. Let it stew. What do you guys think about ramen quesadillas? I thought it was a good idea. Grab the rest of our junk. Yeah, it's probably going to be easiest to use this because it's going to sit way up there, and it'll just be best to use this guy. It's raining pretty good now. Too much junk. I'll make sure to turn the watts down. The watts. Yeah, these are going to be, it's like the exact same size as the pan. Got a couple of jalapenos. Let's get one of these cut up a little bit, so we're ready. Yeah, it's raining good now. That warmed it up in here. Decently fresh jalapeno, about as fresh as I could find at our local grocery store. Gotta try a piece though, right? Decently spicy jalap. Not too shabby. All right, we're gonna go medium high. Start that guy up. Got a little bit of oil so we can get it nice and crispy, hopefully. go ahead. Keep saying I gotta build a table or something that's bigger in here. I have a couple of folding tables, I just don't have them with me right now. The noodles are like almost red looking, but I guess it could be from that chicken. Gotta put the spice in there. You know what? I'm just gonna put my jalaps in it. Let them get soaked up in there. Probably should have chopped those up a little bit more, but it's alright. We're just gonna use the whole thing. Seeds and all. Gonna go in on it. It's the best we can do right now. This is not at all drained out very well. Jalaps. Should have had a bigger pan. That looks about good. If I'm not careful, I'm going to spill this stuff everywhere. Just put the lid back on that guy for now. It can set on the floor. Now some crispy jalaps, double jalaps on here. Crispy red peppers. And then the most important part of a quesadilla is some cheese. This is not gonna turn out very well. Can we even get this over? It's definitely getting crispy already. I mean, it's working. That's going to be one fat quesadilla. I'm going to melt a bunch of cheese into the pan, but that's fine. I think flipping this thing is going to be about impossible, though. We're definitely going to try. I think that's looking pretty good, though. Should we try to flip it? Y'all, that's gonna be great. It is gonna be great. Stoked on this already. time to even chop up my thing here. This one is much softer than the other one was. Much softer. Perfect. Other half back on the bag. Definitely gonna have to clean this pan out when I get home. It's gonna have crusty cheese in it. That's okay. I think we're gonna call it right there. Shut that guy off. It's crispy. Let me get this cheese out of the pan. Some of it anyways. It's fine. Might make another one. Pretty sure there's enough ramen left. I didn't spill too much of it. Can I set this pan down on the ground? Just to get her out of our way. Not melt the cord. Y'all, for the mess I made, I think that looks pretty dang good. And it's crispy. I've got a little dipping juice here if I need it. And got some chicharrones. Well, I also have some of this cheese from the last video also. We're definitely gonna drizzle some of that on top of there. Because you got to. Extra cheesy. And we're gonna try some of this hot sauce. So this is from Buc-ee's, and it's 7-pot Primo pepper sauce. It says it's fiery hot, so this is probably gonna be a little rough. And the wind is definitely picked back up out there. We gotta try this without the sauce on it first, though. Ooh, that was bright. That was close. That was real close. Dang. And we've got some hot and spicy chicharrones. Give one of these a whirl. That's good. All right. How's this quesadilla? Chicken, ramen, spicy quesadilla. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I like it. I love that. It's been a minute since I've had any ramen. Gotta get a little avocado on there. It's not overly spicy. I am already sweating a little bit though. That pan warmed it up in here. All right, let's go ahead and try this fiery hot sauce. Hopefully the avocado cools it down a little bit. Did I shake it up? I don't think I shook it up. What do I do with my paper towels? Yeah, I'm dripping sweat already. It's storming pretty good out there. That was a loud crack, y'all. It's supposed to rain most of the night. I think they're saying we could get like up to like 2 inches of rain tonight. Ooh, hopefully that's not too hot. That's not bad at all. It's not that hot. Try not to speak too soon on that. Yo, you gotta try the ramen quesadilla. Ramen will definitely burrito, and it will also quesadilla. That's amazing. And that's a big chicharrone. You can't say it's not healthy. It's got green stuff on it, right? That was so good. Gotta pick this guy up and dip it. That's spicier than the hot sauce is. Ooh. Yeah. That's more kick than the hot sauce. I expected more. I expected that hot sauce to be a lot hotter since it said fiery hot. And now I am just dripping. Can we crack that open at all? Get a little bit of airflow through here. I guess this window isn't open either. I'll 100% do this again. The chicken, I could have used probably both packets of chicken. I can't really tell how much of it's in there, how much I taste of it. I mean, there's a whole pack of chicken in it. A bigger pan and maybe even a bigger tortilla. Could have got it all in there. And that was amazing. How much ramen do I have left? I think I used, oh no, I got enough for another one if I want to eat another one. Do I do another one or do I just eat the ramen? It's raining. I drain the rest of this out. Can I use the pan? You see, I got it pretty dang crusty. Oh, but there's the perfect seasoning. It's just coming right off. Crusty cheese bits. Definitely gonna eat those crusty cheese bits. Whew, yeah, I'm dripping sweat. It's like my mouth is immune to super hot spices or something, but it's getting me from the inside. So good. So good. Surprisingly good. And surprisingly spicy. See if I can drain the rest of this juice out without losing my noodles. And without getting soaking wet also. Probably just pouring this right on my bumper. I think I got most of it. Well, this is going to be a mess to clean up, but it's fine. Y'all, I didn't even use half of that ramen. I'm just going to eat the rest of it. As much as I would like to make another one, we'll just eat the ramen. It's good. Big old jalaps in there. It's spicy though. The cheese and the avocado definitely cooled it down. That is some kicking ramen in there. Dang. That is spicy. Spicier than I expected it to be. It's dripping right in. I gotta close that. Regretfully. Who am I kidding? I gotta make another one. Gotta do it. I don't sweat out half my bodily fluid before I even start. A little bit more oil in there. I feel like I just need a towel. Satisfied though, that's for sure. We can't let the ramen go to waste. There's hail. Yeah, a little bit of hail coming down. Let's hope that doesn't get any bigger. I made it extra cheesy for you. You could also do this in like a ramen machine, or a quesadilla maker, which I've got one of those at home. I wonder if, I don't know if my box would power that or not. I know in the comments some of you guys had asked about this thing. It's a new wave hot plate, and you can change the wattage from 600, 900, and 1300. And that box that I have is a 600 watt box. So I could only run it on like the lowest heat setting, basically. That's looking even better than the first one. See how crispified that is? You see that? Dang old thing. Yeah, that looks really good. Get our crispy bits of cheese out of here if we can. Dang old thing. This other half of avocado. Set it right there. Should have brought an egg to crack into the ramen. That would have probably been really good too. This one impressed me for sure. I think this turned out higher than my expectations. You know, it's one of those things you can kind of put whatever you want in it. It's weird, I've said it before, but it's just my head that really starts to sweat. Like my body doesn't sweat when I eat spicy food, just my scalp gets really moist. Spicy ramen makes me moist. Spicy ramen quesadillas makes me moist. Exceptional. Exceptional. Cheers, y'all. All right, everything is cleaned up. Got tall boy liquid death in her. Go to that. I was drinking the liquid death. I don't know, what is it? It's the root beer or whatever. I don't remember the name of it. Root beer wrath. That's what I was sipping on while we were eating. And got everything cleaned up. And the pan, all the junk just wiped right out of it. Like, I'm surprised how good that seasoning job is working, especially after the last one with the tacos, and I put lime juice in there. Lime juice will kill your pan, like it'll take all the seasoning out of it. I made the same dinner the next night for my wife at home. I made more shrimp tacos, and I used my Lodge pan because it was bigger, and I put a lot more lime juice in there, completely stripped the seasoning out of the bottom of the pan, dude. I was pretty bummed about it, but I got it re-seasoned. Not quite as good as this one, but it's working. All right. I'm just gonna get that movie going. again. Like I said, I was watching Godzilla -1. It's let's see if I can bring it up on here and tell you what it is. It's originally in Japanese, I believe, and so it's dubbed over. It's from 2023. It's on Netflix, and it says, Japan has barely recovered from the Second World War when a gigantic peril emerges off the coast of Tokyo. Koichi, a deserter traumatized by his first confrontation with Godzilla, sees this as an opportunity to redeem his conduct during the war. And so far it's been pretty good. Like I said, I'm almost done with it, actually. I think I've only got about 30 minutes left, and it's a 2-hour movie. Yeah, I got 34 minutes left. It's been good so far. I haven't watched a Godzilla movie in a long time. Let my stomach settle from them dang old good quesadillas. Chipotle chicken quesadilla with the ramens on there. It was good stuff. Oh man, that was good food, man. Really good. That's like some comfort food for me.
Tachibana-san, is it ready?
Oh, yeah, that's a good movie. Sometimes it's hard for me to watch movies that have been dubbed over. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm a lip reader or anything like that, but that one was good. Didn't bother me at all. And it's still dumping out there. I don't know if you could hear that thunder. Probably. Oh man. I got a full belly and I think I'm ready to go to bed. I let it get entirely too late tonight. Shut this guy off, it's about dead. Put my junk away. Oh man. No leakage. Alright, y'all. Well, we'll see how long the storm lasts, I guess. Well, I'm gonna crash out. I'll see you guys in the morning. Turn that sucker off. Turn this sucker off. Turn these suckers off. Good morning, y'all. Yeah, it was a long night of storms. And I just got up and took a whiz, and it was still sprinkling a little bit. It finally cleared off. I get some coffee going and hit the road probably. Juan Valdez.
Well, it's actually a pretty nice morning out here. Geese over there. Eh? Gotta get my dang old ramps. Probably be covered in mud on the bottom. Not bad. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Y'all, it was a beautiful night. The book was great. I'd recommend Animal Farm to any of you guys that haven't read it before. And then dinner was awesome. Dinner was awesome. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say about that, except you got to try that if you like ramen. And the movie was good. The movie was good also. It's always fun to be out in the storms. It puts me to sleep too at night. The rain on the roof and even the lightning, thunder and lightning is great. But everything is turning green out here. The trees are all popping leaves, and I really got to start getting my place cleaned up. I was hoping to get to that before this started, before everything started to grow, because the trees are going to get thick out there, and it's going to be hard to move a piece of machinery around. So I probably got to get started on that sooner rather than later. We'll see. Next video, I don't know. I was hoping to get the van out for this one, but I didn't want to put it in the way of hail. So we'll see what we do for the next one. If you guys watched the live, I kind of talked about how I need to put some lights up in there. I don't have any lighting in the back of the van. So that might be the next video, is installing some lighting and maybe building like a cabinet or something for the side. I also need to build a little board for the front of the bed so my mattress doesn't slide off. So that's probably what we're going to get to in the next one, but no promises, because I'm about as scatterbrained as you can be sometimes. So yeah, I guess stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.